It's Monday. It didn't seem that.
No, that was the quietest day all year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
All right.
One, two.
Very good Saturday afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to 4 p.m. I'm Dean Stevenson. I'm the guy who started 4 p.m. some years ago, and I'm still here, still bloody here. 4 p.m. is an installation that is the unframed stuff, the unframed, the unfinished stuff. Before you frame something, you have to make something, and the whole making thing is a process. So I said to Mona that I would be here in process, making music all day long. So I sit at the piano writing music each day, and then now the musicians are looking at the piece. They haven't played it before because I only wrote it today, and I've been doing this now for 497 days. So every day to show up and make some stuff. You get a drink. There's a bar around the corner. Drinks and pizzas. The more you drink, the better we sound. So off you pop, get a drink. And then we put today's piece together. So we're about to do a thing called a rehearsal. If you didn't suffer through high school concert band and you don't know what a rehearsal is, you're about to see one. If you've never witnessed a rehearsal, it's probably because you pay a ticket price just to see the show and not see how people put stuff together. So now you're about to see how we put stuff together. Won't take long, and we'll get to the end of the piece. We'll make our pencil marks. We'll ferry questions from yourself if you have any, and then we'll play today's piece all the way through. Sound like a deal? Yeah? Yay, cool. Hello. Great. Okay, please welcome the magnificent ensemble for today. Miranda, Phoebe, Sandra, and Nick. Okay, so there's so much to do, so many confusing elements. Hello, get yourself a drink. I know you've just sat down, but stand up and go get a drink while you're here. You've had a few. So you're going to be the rowdy ones then? Right. She loves the tambourine. Well, you're shit out of luck today. There's no tambourine here. Sorry about that. This is potentially people have never actually heard a traditional string quartet before. So this is 2 violins, viola and cello. This is what they look like, and this is what they sound like. I stole, if I play a F minor chord, there you go, F sharp minor chord. Now, there's 4 notes in that chord. 1, 3, 5, 1. So if play them in order. Right, that's the what going. But all I did was swap the last 2 notes. I did that. In fact, I didn't do that. Shostakovich did that, and I stole it from him. So I started with 4 notes. It was just a broken arpeggiated chord, which Shostakovich used in an elegy. So I thought if I just steal his 4 notes, play that, and then everything after that's mine. It's a nice little launching pad. If you can see that screen down there, you watch my score whiz by. If you, on this side and you can't see it, there's a paper copy here if that interests you, if you want to watch the score. Don't take it home, but you're welcome to look at that as we play it. Let's hear today's piece. I've called it Love and Death. Love and Death. Only the death thing's because it comes from a Shostakovich elegy. Yeah. Hey. Melody in first violin. second. And hold there. All right. There you go. That's thank you. That's the theme in its first iteration. So if I wrote that much, it's 14 bars, and then I might have gone to the loo or got some water and might have had lunch by now, and so I'm now thinking, okay, I've done that much, go to lunch to try and forget about it, and then come back and go, what have I written? Now how do I... Every pop song has a melody, like a chorus. Don't bore us, get to the chorus. We have something we can whistle when we switch it off, we remember it. The melody sticks in our head. So if I've written something like dee-da-da-dum, if I just did that for the next 5 minutes, you'd be on your phones, you'd fuck off looking for vaginas or something or other. So it's my job to try and keep you here and to try and modulate that melody for as long as I can to keep it interesting for both the players and yourself. So we go from A. Yep. No one's on 1, 2. This. Someone's crying. Letter C, melody up an octave, so it's higher. Cool, hold there. See if there's any notes to make. The pencil's making notes. Right, so far so good, so I'll keep moving the harmony. It's subtle changes, it's not like I've suddenly become the Chili Peppers or anything, but it's modulating subtly and slowly. Everyone gets a go. Dee-da-da-da, sometimes pops up in the cello, the viola plays it, the violins reharmonise it. If I'm saying anything that's confusing, just put your hand up and stop me and say, what are you talking about? Ask a question. Or if you've always wanted to talk to a cellist, you know, you can do that here because he can hear you. So, hello balcony people, any questions from you? No? Okay, think of a question. Very, very good. Letter D, but as far as D. Yep. This bit, I thought, oh, this is really nice, I should repeat it later. And I wrote repeat bit later, and then I didn't. And then at the 11th hour I went, oh, actually I wanted to repeat that bit, so I have to put this bit in later. Anyway, from letter D, I'm talking about. Pits on the cello. Pizzicato. It's plucking. Sounds like church music. It's the death part of this thing. E. Cello. Okay, hold there, hold there. Very nice. What I thought, rather than get high and loud, rather than getting high and loud is a bit obvious, so it's like, get really high and then get really quiet, so you have to kind of lean in, so I'm reversing the energy there. That kind of works. When you hear the whole thing through, I think it'll be a good moment. It'll be a good moment. I think that, yes, 3 bars after From F, we can, for the first three bars of F, we can sort of dim away a bit before that crescendo. That was, which you did anyway, but you can formalise that by writing it in.
Say that again.
F, just so you all played, you all diminuted,
Oh.
got a bit quieter, which you automatically did. I'll just write that in, which is good. Diminuendo. Fancy word for just slowly shutting up.
Just there at F?
Just from F.
Is that a minute for me, or is it, were you meant to put two? Like the tied F?
Yeah, everyone else has got two crotchets. Yeah, just minim. Yeah, thank you. Yep. Thank you. Cool. Should we go from F then, please? Push that a little bit. Yeah, so big and loud there. I know. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, so I did the. We're not at the end yet, but I did. So I let that one be obvious. So high and loud, whereas the one before was high and quiet. So hopefully those two play a nice little game together. Does anybody have anything they want to check in on? Any questions?
Just put
Anybody?
your beat on the beat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just make it like a little pause.
Yeah, Samara.
Yeah.
Who has the beat of
Me, us three.
Okay, I don't have anything.
But we have
so
usually put our music.
That's right. They only see their own parts. So this is the score: violin 1, violin 2, viola, cello. But they only see their own. It's a bit of both. So I've written some dynamics on their part. You know, obviously they all kind of get loud and soft and quick and slow together. But some things are particular to what the cello might be doing. The articulation is particular. You might have the solo line, or as with first violin. If they're writing things on their part, they're probably writing something that they've seen someone else do that they might take as a cue that they need to write down. Oh, look at the violin because I need to go with them or something or other. Otherwise, yes. It's funny when if you don't read music, not everyone does. If I gave you a page of text, say English, you could read that whether you're reading Harry Potter or it wouldn't matter what it was, but you read the word and the word tells you all the information you need to deliver that word. The word is its own technology, if you like. But in here, the note itself is limited, so you need other information around the note to tell people how fast, slow, hard, whatever, to play it. And so that's the extra work that the guys are doing on the fly because it's sight reading, which blows my mind. They're circus freak level clever people. So that's what the day is about. Sometimes you wonder, oh, it's only 5 minutes of music, mate. I could have written 15 minutes of dialogue in a day. Well, good on you. But because it's that extra information that takes so much time to make sure that everyone's doing things together. Yeah. Okay. We got as far as K, didn't we? So yeah, nice and huge, loud as I can at K.
I'm just going to take a little break before Kate.
Of course. I took the fermata off. I shouldn't have done that. Yes. I'll put that fermata back on. Yes, thank you.
So from K?
Fermata, it means pause. Is it Italian for pause? Yes.
Yeah. Sounds
Fermato. Should be a do, not fermata.
It could be a
Must be a
female.
female.
Oh, it could be female fermata.
Female.
Okay. And then what's happening at K, the reason we're talking about pauses, fermata, is to give people time to put these little black things on their bridges, which are called mutes. So they put the mute on, which changes the sound. This is the sound of repression now. It's the
You don't want to
cloaked.
be muted at M though.
We take ours off.
Take ours off.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, take them off. Yeah, now, and sadly, unless I get rid of a note, there's not much room for you to put one on because everyone else for the end of the piece has one on. We'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Let's go from K. Yep. Okay, hold there, lovely. So now put a circle around the A in bar 97, because if you're going to have time to put the mute on, we'll cut that note off.
The minim, yeah.
The minim
Might still not.
might be enough time.
I'll give it a go.
I mean, let's.
Yep.
But we'll play it as it's written without mute,
Yep.
just to see, because I don't know whether it needs it. Right, everyone okay? We're nearly to the end of the piece, then we'll play it all the way through. Any questions? Any problems? You all right? Got everything you need? Yep. Good. Except the tambourine. Okay.
Before we finish it,
yes?
can I just ask, sorry, it's going back a lot, but
Yeah.
maybe you guys. Yeah. So I know Sandra, I was with Sandra at bar 90.
Yep.
Can
Yes.
you guys remember when I was with you? Because I won't take time, and I'll just be aware.
2, 3, 4, 5. I've been the fifth of them.
Cello at 82, you're with it, cello?
Me too.
Dee, da, 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 da.
No, I do it in that bar.
You're with cello at 82?
82. Yep.
Um,
And there was another one earlier, I think it was.
I'm looking for it, I'll find
Oh, I
it.
think it was 27, 28, 29, I think, someone, viola, I think.
Me.
Yep.
Cool.
Put it in
Sorry, 'cause
12.
I might take a bit of time on the other one, but I won't on both.
Okay.
I'll try not to. Just listen.
Uh-huh. Now let's go from O to the N, as written. Don't worry about that missing note just this time.
Okay.
From O.
Straight on O?
Yep. Cello. Last bar. And it stops when Miranda runs out of bow. Yeah, right. There we go. That was the last bar. There we go.
It might
There we
be
go.
good to-
Now we've done all the things. Now,
use
do
the same chord at the end.
you reckon there's enough time or not to put on the mute?
I didn't think about that.
No, but would there be if we tried it?
Definite. So we don't have to catch that high note.
Yeah,
Are you doing that?
I'll ask.
What?
I'll ask if that's what.
Yeah.
You wanna give it a go?
It's nice having the note.
Is it?
So, yeah.
Without it? Okay, right, okay. Cool.
It's
All right. Ignore as written in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want us to like tie our last two bars together so you don't have to cue us? 'Cause we have the same.
Yeah.
Like just
And then I hit
hold
it whenever. Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than like
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
trying to.
Sure.
And I'll just
That was Nick's idea.
Yep.
References?
And you can give a little
1985.
D-da-wee.
Okay, the lower note.
Yeah.
Oops, I read the wrong thing.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
A slow slide. Or
No, it's
Whatever
all about
comes
death
out.
and shit, isn't it? Just
Yeah,
dramatic.
you may not get it
Something
right.
dramatic. Any questions, anybody? Yes?
lucky getting it.
Do I give them instructions in terms of this? Well, you've heard everything I've said, and that's the only instruction I've given. So I think in that case, the music and the tempo of the music is probably doing the job of giving that. And these guys are intuiting what they think it ought to do. I mean, something this slow and minor wouldn't be for, oh, guys, where's the fun? Well, why'd you write in a fucking minor key then? Oh, okay, fair enough, good point. So, yeah, they're much better at that stuff than I am. I just put the notes on the page and they intuit the rest. Yeah. But I don't start, if you go back to the origin of what your question might have been, did I come in today and go, I'm going to write a song about this, and the story will be the ark and the heroine, and she's in love with someone, and there's a ship at sea, and there's waving grass. Jane Austen comes in, and then someone kills him. No, there's none of that sort of. I mean, sometimes there is, but very, 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 very rarely. Because, as I say most days, if I thought I had to have the whole story in my brain before I even started to write music, I'd probably just be at home shitting the bed. I wouldn't even come in after a while, going, I can't think of any good stories. Oh no, I don't know what to do. And I suggest that's what most people do when they, if you've got an hour free between the kids going to bed and watching TV and going home, I'm going to start to get my sketchbook out, or whatever your thing is that you like to do, the thing that makes you feel good, and you go, I can't think of anything. I've drawn my husband, enough times now. I'm sick of him. What else can I do? And then you don't do anything because you can't think of anything. Here at 4 p.m, I don't have that luxury. These guys are coming at 4 o'clock, and I have to write something. So my provocation is, don't wait for the great lightning strike. Just start doing it, unless you're using something that costs you a lot of money. Clay or metal, or you're welding something that costs you money every time you screw something up. I get that. It doesn't cost me any money to write something on an iPad. So I just write stuff every day. And sometimes they show up and we make these albums of all the awesome ones. You can buy them in the shop. But they're not all great, and sometimes they are, and there's the proof, but not. Cool. Any other questions before we play today's piece all the way through? No, good. Okay. Day 400 and what? 97. Love and death. Wow. Unbelievable. 500 next in just a few days. What should we do for 500?
We've got a present for you.
Oh. 500 bowl of 500 blue Smarties, I hope. Right. Launching into this thing was a real crazy. A full confession that I've composed things before I began this installation. But I pitched the idea of writing something every day. On day one, which was in July, I think, I'd never actually written anything in a day before. I just pitched the idea and they bought it, and then I went, fuck, better figure out how to do it. So now I have, and prior to this I was playing drums in pubs for 20 years, so I've just made it up on the spot. I'm not saying that to you to try and claim something in anything extraordinary, but just the ordinary nature of showing up without a narrative, as I said before, just without an idea and just throwing muck at the page, and sometimes it works out really good. This book here is my diaries of how I just showed up, and most of the time it wasn't very good. Sometimes it was. You can buy it out in the shop as well. Here we go. It's here, Love and Death Day, 497. Miranda, Phoebe, Sandra, Nick. There you go. That was day 490 Stupid here at 4 p.m. I quite like that one actually. It's quite nice. Yeah. It's a what? It's a keeper. It's a keeper. Go straight to the top. Thank you very much. Great. Do you want to do Ingrid or Celtic? We'll play one more because it's a nice another one, a melodic one, which was a day. Was it 361? This is written on a Monday here again in a day here in this room. I call this one a Celtic lullaby. It's not quite as deathy. Deathy. Oh, that's you. Sorry. Pass those around, please. If you want to come and have a chat about the book, you can have a chat to me now, or sign one if that's your thing, or the recordings. There's downloads and CDs. There's a live stream. There's a Patreon account, so you can get all of this straight to your inbox every week. There's a bunch of ways to stay in touch with this particular project called 4 p.m, which seems to go on forever. But I've made a rod for my own back. But otherwise, if you don't want to do that, just go out and make some courageous mistakes with your pen or your chisel or your leotard or your lawnmower or whatever it is you get creative with, and just make some stuff because it's fun, and sometimes it gets really good and you surprise yourself and it's awesome. Anyway, here is day 361. I call it a Celtic lullaby. Thank you again, Miranda. Thank you, Phoebe. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Nick. Yay! That went straight to my top list when I wrote it too. Like straight to that one's on, that album, Monster in the Lake. There you go. That's 4 p.m. for today. I'm Dean Stevenson. Please thank the ensemble again because they've been just awesome making stuff happen. Thank you so much. I'll be up in the shop in 5 minutes. If you want to buy a book, I'll sign it if that's your thing. Otherwise, have a lovely weekend. Thanks for coming and thanks for your time. Bye-bye.